For those who did not have the opportunity to experience a Christmas with Grandma Evelyn Peterson and gifts from her sister, Aunt Enid, I put together this little slideshow to help give you an understanding of who these two amazing, eccentric women were. This is from my memory, which may be different than my siblings, but you'll get the idea of who these awesome ladies were. These women were adventurous. Camping and boating were a big part of their lives. They loved and supported their husbands and went on many adventures. Here they are on the shores of the Colorado River. Aunt Enid is in the purple shirt with the big white hair, and Grandma Evelyn is in the center. I gained my passion for adventure from the example these two ladies set. They were always on the boats, hanging around camp, or on road trips. Age, size, and health did not matter. There were adventures to be had, and they went and did them. Grandma Evelyn and Aunt Enid were very eccentric. Enid had a vast cat collection. She had cat figurines everywhere in her home. As a child, I would spend our visits at her home in Idaho by rummaging through her closets and drawers, looking for cats, and more cats. Enid loved company, so she would always leave her TV on 24/7 to feel like she had company with her all the time. She had the most amazing black and white tile floor in her basement, and it was perfect for roller skating on. She lived across the street from the Snake River, where her family would often water ski. And Enid had the biggest hair I had ever seen. Her hair was always rolled up on top like a pile of rollers. Grandma Evelyn was my junkin' grandma. She loved to treasure hunt at the thrift store. Grandma was always coming over to our house to share what treasures she had found that day at the thrift store. Grandma's home was filled with treasures she found also. Every room in her house had a color theme. She had a bright yellow bathroom filled with butterflies and the pinkest flowery bedroom you ever did see. Grandma Evelyn also had some unique talents. She could split a banana in half with her bare hands while it was still in the peel. And she could split an apple in half with her bare hands too. Whenever we would walk past Grandma, she would ask for a Yankee dime. This was code for a kiss. She also painted. Here you can see her famous orange flower painting that hung in her living room. Us grandkids always found her initials very interesting, ESP, which doesn't actually stand for magical powers, just her name, Evelyn Scott Peterson. Christmas Day was one of my favorite childhood traditions. We would go to Grandma Evelyn's house in the afternoon, all of us, aunts, uncles, cousins, and everyone. Grandma's countertops, tables, and bars were covered with yummy foods. When it was time for gifts from Grandma, she would call us all into her tiny living room, and she would sit next to her little white fake Christmas tree under her big orange flower painting. She would call us out by name one by one and hand out each of our gifts. You never knew what you would get from Grandma. It was always a treasure she had found while junkin' or at the Five and Dime. And sometimes I would think it was a treasure too, but other times it would be the strangest thing. For example, one year Grandma Evelyn gave 7-year-old Eric a ukulele, and he loved it. He still plays it to this day. But that same year, she gave 4-year-old Haven the creepiest roller skating doll I've ever seen. After the Grandma Evelyn gifts came the Aunt Enid gifts. Enid shipped them from Idaho. She would send a gift for all of Grandma's 30 grandchildren. Grandma Evelyn would pull out these gifts one by one and call us out by name and pass them out. Once again, you did not know what to expect from Enid's gifts either, but even more so. Some of us Enid had not seen in years, and others she didn't know very well. So these gifts were Enid's best guess at something she thought we would like, with her unique character and eccentric personality mixed in. Enid also wrapped these gifts in the strangest packaging. Old Band-Aid boxes, tissue boxes, Pringle cans, to name a few. I don't know if this was her way of recycling, being cheap, or was she trying to be funny. Either way, it was a great experience. The gifts often came with name descriptions too, like Laura's youngest son, or the one that comes after Richard. We would end this Christmas Day celebration by comparing our gifts, laughing, and trading. The unique gifts, strange wrapping, and funny name descriptions all added to the experience of getting gifts from Grandma Evelyn and Aunt Enid on Christmas Day. And to this day, this gift experience is one of my all-time favorite memories from Christmas and my fondest childhood tradition.